My name's Joon Park. I have Instagram Extreme Fishing NZ. You can find me out on the water at 5 knot policy 1.
You've become the number one funniest guy in fishing sort of
Am
thing.
I? I don't know, a lot of people know that we're building a offshore 840 boat, so it's a trolling motor as well. So we're going to do that at the front.
So that'll connect to the Simrad and you'll be able to plot.
Yeah, so we got, oh, you're getting heaps of secret here. So we're getting 3 screens at the front. Is where oldest man to catch swordfish, standing up. 75 kg swordfish, was 83 years old, man. And people that's starting out, social media page. My advice, just do it and don't think. So we got a bait junkie here, Korean BBQ flavor. So it's like spring onion, pepper, salt, and chili.
Tasty.
Extra spice.
Tasty. Well, g'day and welcome back to Get the Net. And in this episode, we caught up with Injun, aka Extreme Fishing. A lot of you guys will have seen his really funny videos on the internet, but it was really fun to get a face-to-face with Injun and learn a little bit more about what makes him tick. We deep dive into his favourite type of fishing, deep drops, chasing Bluenose, Hapuka and big bass in the offshore currents. We also talk about a record that was set on a boat while he was skippering for an elderly gentleman catching a broad-billed swordfish. I know you guys are going to enjoy this show, so thanks for tuning in. Get the Net. Tight lines, loose lips. Welcome to Get the Net, the Kiwi fishing podcast where the yarns are as wild as the waters we fish. Hosted by Nick, a self-confessed multiple-time member of the Caught Bugger All Fishing Club. This show dives into epic stories, top tactics, and the must-have gear from New Zealand's best fishers. Each episode, we chat with legendary anglers about their most insane catches, the techniques they swear by, and the gear they can't live without. Whether you're chasing marlin offshore, flicking soft baits in the shallows, or just keen to learn from the pros, this is the place for real fishing talk. No gatekeeping, just good banter, expert tips, and the odd fishing fail. So grab a cold one, get the net, and let's talk fishing. Yeah, boy! We got a marlin on! Party time.
Hey!
Oh, Injun, we're back.
We're back again, man.
Take 3.
Yeah.
Because the first time we went fishing,
5 knot policy. Weather was too good.
the weather was way too good, right?
Yeah, man.
And take 2, well, that was my fault, technical error. But we've upgraded the systems now, so...
Yeah, you got bloody nice microphone now and new headset. Bloody good.
So I think, like I do with everyone, just to start with, if you can just down the barrel of number 1 there, your name, how people can find you, and a little bit about your, what you're up to.
Yeah, so my name's Joon Park. I have Instagram Extreme Fishing NZ, same with TikTok. And you can find me out on the water at 5 knot policy 1. So you'll see me out there on the ocean. That's how you can find me.
And you've been doing a little bit of fishing recently.
Yeah, man. We just got back from deep drop mission not too long ago, and tuna fishing. That's Pacific tunas turned up.
Yeah, so you've obviously we did that, deep drop trip, which we'll dig into deep drops a little bit today.
Yeah.
And then you've had a run down at Waihau Bay and done okay there on the Southerns.
Yeah. That was a good season. But I don't think there was that many tunas out there this season than compared to last year. But
last year there's huge biomass.
Yeah. And I thought it was going to be a little bit longer, but that didn't really turn out to be...
Maybe we killed too many last year.
Maybe a lot of smaller ones out there at the moment. So it's interesting how the numbers changing as well. But
yeah, and a lot of people were saying Waihau was pretty hard fishing this year. A lot of people coming back with scratches, donut days. Yeah,
I've done about 5 trips, and 1 trip we didn't come home with tuna. But I think with tuna, like when they're running, you just got to be there, drop your tools, and just straight to the waiho,
Yeah.
But night jigging, I think it just works a lot better. For
Easier,
me anyway.
But easier, right?
Yeah, and starting doing a lot more nighttime jigging, and usually if we go out there and doing it, we're catching tunas there at night on a right jig as well. But also choosing a right jig is quite important as well. That's what I found. Yeah. I'm still learning, but...
Yeah. I mean, look, we're all sort of learning that. You're always learning in the sport, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Everyone thinks that I'm like the professional, like hard out, fisherman, but... I don't know, I just over the years just go off my mates, learning from them, learning from their old parents or Just
Well, it was actually you that said to me, it's like if you want to get better at fishing, go fishing more.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, go fishing more. People that's really knowledge, learn from them as well, and changing it up and doing it your way, or if you can, tweak it up. And more you go out there, more fish you're gonna catch, right?
Yeah, exactly. And it's there's no substitute for time on the boat or time on the water. Yeah.
100%.
And so, how did the trip go with the Northerns?
Yeah, so when we turned up, the moon phase wasn't the best, but we had Explore Life boys from Matt and Lofty. They came from Australia. So they coming to look at some new boats they're going to be building for next year. So we just sort of taken out on a bigger offshore boat. And then we're like, well, why don't we go have a look at the tuna
so you can get one, yeah.
Because there was a 10 years old boy that got nice tuna a week before that.
220 kilos.
So as soon as because we were up there deep dropping as well that day. So we heard on the radio that they got a big tuna turned up there. So we're like, we know exactly where that is. We're going to give it a crack. So we ended up there. About 15 boats were out there that day, but no fish being caught. Lots of sharks and big kingies there. But saying that though, yesterday, Luke and a few boats caught a 200 kg.
I saw another one got
tuna.
weighed at 205.
Yeah, so and then I heard a few boats being busted off. So tuna's there now.
Yeah. If you've caught bugger all but still love a good fishing yarn, hit follow. We're just getting started.
Yeah. Next weather, maybe
Let's
the
go,
Saturday.
hey, let's go.
I really want to give it a crack on that one.
Yeah.
And, try catch that big 200 kg kigger. That'd be
cool,
good.
Yeah. Flashbacks to Kaz last year.
Yeah. Oh man, poor Kaz. But man, like it was that thing was huge. Kaz was on.
Yeah. He was broken, wasn't he?
Yeah, he couldn't even walk next day. He was pretty much gone because we're fighting 6 hours, I think.
Yeah.
And then lost it at 3 a.m. or something like that. And then
I mean, we were radioing you all night. Like,
yeah,
this guy's still on that.
Still up there. Like, because we were fishing next to you as well. And then we're like, oh, we're hooked up, man. And then I think you guys checked in as well. And then we were just going circles, just one after another. And then orcas came and they ate the fish.
Yeah, those pesky orcas, hey.
Yeah. And I reckon they're just going to get smarter.
Yeah, they're incredible critters, but they're making it hard. Yeah. Hey, I thought we'd, for a lot of people have seen, obviously, heaps of content, and you've become the number one funniest guy in fishing sort of thing.
Am I? Yeah, no, it's been really fun, man. I didn't know where I was going with at the start. First, I started off with doing content because Dawa. They had the Koga Lure tester when they dropped about 6-7 years ago. And then I was like, yep, I'll give it a go because I go fishing, Yeah. And I never used to take photos back then either. And I started taking photos of my catch and then submitting it. And they're like, well, why don't you become one of our ambassador and give it a go? And that's when I sort of got more into it. Yeah. Got GoPro, got microphone, and then started from there. And then I'm like, well, I need a bigger camera. And then next thing you know, I've got a gimbal and then drone and, all the equipments. You're going like, oh, man, no one tells you that what you need. Yeah. And I just self-taught editing on Premiere, Adobe and stuff like that as well. So yeah. No, it's been a quite fun, long journey. And we're like, well, let's just mix it up and just be real and what my wife really says, when we go fishing too much or, just make it into like a funny reel. And then that's how we started.
Yeah, I think you've done a really good job of involving, your friends, your greater network, obviously, your wife, and just picking the trends and going with it and putting your own spin on them, which is... Yeah. No, and I think it works because it's real as well. So it's like... And we're just having fun and, we're not... Oh, I mean, the little one you dropped yesterday with Costco and Honey.
Oh, yeah. That's we also like working with different brands and PR companies as well, and so trying to make a little bit of an ad, but it's not an ad, but like stuff like that as well. Trying to balance as much as we can, but just having fun, man. Yeah, and I think from the outside in, it really comes through that you are having fun with it, which is really cool to see. Yeah. I think if you don't like it, I don't think it'll work. So you got to, I guess, choose something that you're passionate about. And
it's the same what I've done with this project. Like I got really going with a lot of momentum, and I was like, well, hang on, I'm creating work.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, we'll just slow it up a bit. We'll go one every 2 weeks, and we'll make them really good. And but I'm loving it too, man.
Yeah.
I totally
Watching your podcast, you got so many different anglers there, and and who's going to be next angler that's going to come on,
I'm really enjoying, and like, I mean, it was a little bit selfish. I just wanted to learn a bit more about fishing. But actually, what I'm really going through is how much it's actually the messages people are sending me saying, hey, like, thanks so much for this. It's amazing. I had no idea about these people and what they're learning from it.
Yeah.
It's freaking cool.
Yeah. It's like, well, a lot of people just see it on social media, right? And then that's their character. But I guess with this, you sort of know.
You get to know them exactly.
Well.
Yeah. So it's probably a good sort of place for us to segue, but and. This episode of Get the Net is brought to you by absolutely no one. But if you're a brand out there and you like what we're doing, you're keen to see us keep it rolling, slide to the DMs. We're keen to chat with good buggers like yourself that just love fishing. What got you into fishing? How did you start? What was the thing,
Ooh, so I've always fished when I was young. I was with my dad. So I'm from South Korea. I came to New Zealand when I was 9, but we'll go back to that. So me and my dad used to go fishing quite a bit on land base.
Yeah.
So I still remember the day that we go to tackle store, we go there and then get a box, and then we scoop worms. That was our bait. So we'll scoop up the worms and then get all the gears at the tackle store, and then we'll go to port, and then charter boat will slowly take us to the little island, and we'll fish. He'll drop us off at the island and we'll fish all night. And then we set up a little tent there, and then the charter boat will come pick us up next day. So that was our Korea fishing experience.
Really cool memories as a kid, eh?
Like, it is, yeah. Like, if we didn't catch, even these small fish, it was still fun for us,
Yeah.
So
that's
how I got sort of addicted to it. And then when we came to New Zealand, we went on a few charter boats, and then they were catching, big snappers and kahawais, and I was just like, oh my gosh, it was pretty cool.
Mind expansion, eh?
And I still remember when I came to New Zealand, we had all these light gear set up over in Asia, but over here, everyone had like a big, thick rods, like gaming fishing rods, and we're like, man, they got some big, serious rods here, And then we were catching, our light rods, and I was just having so much fun.
Yeah. Well, I think it's evolved, because I would say probably the last decade, or maybe a little bit longer, last 15 years, I think Kiwis have gone from the whole boat rod mentality where, 10 to 15 kilo rod to catch a snapper to now fishing with some
light rods.
Really light, 15 pound braid, and really there's a lot more skill involved too, isn't it?
Yeah. And lure fishing, and everyone used to just bait fish back in here. Maybe some little people maybe used lures, but lure fishing's now just come so
I mean, it seems like it's commonplace now. Most people I talk to is that's the way they go. I think the old school guys, I think, still
still like the bait and burley session. And it's still fun. Like I used to, that's how we grew bait and burley session, right? Straight lining, and over the years they just want to do something different and challenge themselves, and So I think that's why the soft bait's like.
Really
fun.
It's so much fun, hey? Yeah,
so much fun. Coast to coast.
Wayne took me out just on Tuesday in 4 meters of water.
Yeah.
With that little trolling motor and flip, just how much fun,
Yeah. He's good. He's good fishing. Soft bait, man. I was watching. I'm like, man, he just fished hard, eh?
Yeah, all day, man. We casted and casted and casted. We caught, but there was non-stop work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we tested up the new
Korean BBQ
bait junkie, man, he caught he caught the most fish, but just 20, 30 snappers, just one after another.
Yeah.
I was watching him and how he's doing it.
Well, it's actually really cool getting to fish with guys like that. You get better yourself. You know what I mean? Yeah. Since you've been doing what you've been doing with all the content, you've obviously been surrounding yourself with more and more skilled guys, and so it goes, right?
Yeah. Well, it's like a research as well, right? So like watching YouTube, how to export or render, things like that, and now it's just like smooth.
Yeah, look, I just had an update on my computer, and something went wrong with the graphics card, and it's taken me like 4 or 5 days to figure it out, so that I could get my next video out. So it's always a learning curve. Yeah.
Is it recording?
I think there's a story that you Takapuna boat ramp with your...
Oh, we're going to my fishing boat, first boat fishing days.
Yeah. So, well, some might say it was the worst day out, but let's...
No, that was like probably the last fiberglass boat I probably owned. That was my first boat. I used to have a sea nymph. Good boat.
I mean, it's a classic Kiwi boat.
That's my first boat. I had a 140 Johnson at the back, 2-stroke. And it was like, less than 5 metre long. It's a very small boat. It was more for barefoot ski boat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that was the boat that I had. And me and my mates, we shot down to Rakino, and I think we were up in Aha somewhere, because that was our cut-off line.
Yeah,
like back
don't go any further.
We don't go further than Aha,
Yeah.
So, and we always, I don't know why, we always launched from Takapuna, worst boat ramp ever.
Yeah.
And launch it from there, and then go to,
out to
Rakino
the
and the Noises and that. And then we did pretty well that day, and then we knew that wind was picking up, so we fished all day, and then in the afternoon, we're like, let's go, weather's picking in, so we're like, got some good fish, so we started planning back home, and then going on my boat, started gassing up, and boat felt really, really heavy. I was like, that's weird, and just made it over the plane, and it was just like slow going, and then my mate's like, hey, bro, is this meant to be happening? And I look back, and there's water coming through the hull at the back. I was like, hang on, what's going on? There's water coming in the hull. So I was like, bilge pump, put the bilge pump in, and bilge was working away, and the next thing you know, it was like, it was manageable. And then we're passing Motu Tapu.
Yeah.
And then passing there halfway, and then my mate's like, oh man, dude, look at this. And we look back, keep looking at the back, and there's water.
Getting more
chili
water.
bins like floating at the back. I'm like, oh no. And then get the bucket out. So like he's at the back bucket. And by then, we still had another 20 more minutes to the ramp, and boat was starting to go like this. Like, it was going like this. And I was like, man, we had life jackets, everything on. We're like, either we just go Rangitoto, because we're pretty close to Rangitoto, or try and make it back to Takapuna boat ramp.
Yep.
Everyone's like, let's just go make it to the boat ramp. And last 10 minutes, we were like, like this, like literally boats like this, but had, big motor at the back, and it's like nearly like submerging on the water.
Yeah, like a submarine.
And then everyone's waiting in the line for the, for the queue at the Takapuna, and then here's me.
Straight to the ramp.
And then we sunk into the boat ramp. We got the boat up, snapped the rope at the trail a few times, and then, we looked, and it had a little crack underneath the hull. We didn't hurt anything, it just rotted out, and then it just got bigger and bigger. So from then I was like, man, it changes so quick as well in the water. So that's why from after that, I'm like very, very cautious on water. Yeah,
it's crazy how you can have a day that's just an awesome day, and in a blink, it can just be the worst. Yeah.
It's like, people not putting bungs in.
Well, it's a reminder of how, the sport that we do, or the recreational activity we're up to.
Yeah.
It is very real.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's probably pre-days of EPIRBs and PLBs and cell phone with you, maybe.
Yeah. And like all the technology that was coming, you got really good, life jackets.
GPS, all of that.
GPS, you got EPIRB, PLB.
Big radios, all of that.
Yeah, and you got phones that's, you can text anywhere.
Thanks, One New Zealand.
Yeah, it's actually quite good, that stuff, eh? When people are out on the game fishing and stuff, and they're like, don't want to say on the coordinates, and they're just texting their mates like, just text us you, It's like, thanks, Mom.
I wonder if you'll be able to upload your catch on for Lure Masters this year using that. Enough data for that, do you think?
No, the data's not kicked in yet, but they will kick in. But I don't know if they're going to do like a Pacific, ocean data, or if it's going to be, 5 nautical miles in land data. Because, I got that, what do you call it, Starlink, eh? I think that's how they use it.
Yeah. Well, Rowan's Starlink on his thing, but they've changed it now, because we were out back in Barrett Island and we were uploading stories.
Yeah, I seen that, and then they caught on to Rowan, because I think now 5 nautical miles, if you go over the land, they know that you're on the water. Yeah, because I was thinking about, I'm like, that's such a cool setup, but
it was really cool. And also we spent a few nights out at Mare Island, and I could call the missus at night and just say, hey, we're all good. Rather than her wondering. Yeah.
But same with one in Z, like you can text anywhere. So Like you can even text when you're like out in no reception zone. Text your missus that you're safe.
Yeah.
I reckon they should do like an app or text where you can text in, like a weather app. So like you can text and go, and then they'll text you back what the weather wind's doing.
Yeah, because it does change, eh?
Yeah, so
it change, yeah.
Rather than having data.
When we went on Tuesday, it was supposed to be 5-knot policy, but when we got to the ramp, it was beautiful. But as soon as we got out in the heads, it was like,
different,
like 15 knots coming in, and so you had a bit of energy in it still. It wasn't exactly enjoyable getting across, but
I think it's always hard to get the right weather in winter and spring in New Zealand weather.
Yeah,
I think that's the always hardest part.
I guess that's sort of why you fish the weekdays.
Yeah. Monday, you guarantee it's going to be good weather. Weekends, don't worry. Think about going up there because it's always shut.
Yeah. Bloody hell. You caught bugger all out there, but you love fishing yarns, just like us. Flick us a follow. We're only just getting started with this thing. Hey, so let's talk a little bit. You've been doing this sort of influencing stuff and brand ambassadorships, and is there some stuff that's in the works? What's happening?
Yeah, man.
That we can talk about.
Yeah. So, well, I don't know. A lot of people know that we're building a offshore 840 boat from Jonathan. So I'm building an eight and it's going to call 840 offshore boat, and should have been ready by now, but it got a bit delayed. They were finishing up Big Cat over there at the moment, but mine's about probably due around November.
Yeah, nice.
And we're kitting it up to pretty high spec. I reckon it's going to be one of the best 8 meter trailer boat.
Nice.
Yeah, kitting it up pretty cool.
And you refitting big Yamaha?
Yep, so Yamaha, my sponsor, they come on and hooked it up with the 450 V8 at the back. So that's going to push really nice.
A big engine, man.
Yeah, we're going to go single motor, but it's a perfect match for 8 meter boat. Plenty power.
I bet it sounds wicked too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when you start it in the morning, it's just like... that's good. It's and also like fuel's not that crazy expensive.
Well, actually, the boys from here were saying that the other one they've been going out on with a big V8 on it is actually surprisingly economical.
Yeah. People think like V8's super expensive, but it's actually not as bad as
Well, I guess I'm from the car world, and actually V8s when you travel long distance they rev low, so you don't don't use a lot. Yeah. Getting out of the hole and all that kind of stuff you use a bit more, but once you're going. Yeah.
I guess if you punch it down, you're burning it, but if you're cruising it in a good speed and towing lures, I was burning not much difference with smaller motor. Yeah, and you'll be rigging it with all the same controls and... Yep, so we're going to go Hellmaster. If you don't know about Hellmaster, that Yamaha does, it's a game changer, man, when you're doing Hapuka drops or...
Well, I mean, the time you took me out on your old one, and it was incredible. Hey, you just go, there's the score.
Yep, spot lock, and you're on top of that rock. Because I know, like, when you're doing deep drop, you get the drift right, the currents and stuff, and then you drop it down.
Yeah, you got 4 or 5 minutes to get the line down.
Get down there. By the time you get down there, you're sort of off the rock, or unless, like, not much current or wind, you can stay on it pretty good. But, yes, situation like that, you're just on top of the rock. If you catch a fish, you're still on the same spot, bring it up, and then straight go back down, rather than going, drift again and then resetting, and that takes time sometimes, and then... a lot of people know this, like when you're trying to go back to the same rock, you sometimes never go back on top of it. Yeah. And you just know if the fish are biting straight away when you're there, you're just on top of it. And we're here to catch feed and,
Yeah, well, we saw a little bit of a workup on the way back in on Tuesday, and Wayne's obviously got the trolling motor on there. Yeah. And it was just like, when we sort of got over the school, he just click. Yeah. And we just pulled 2 or 3 fish out. Like, it's a game changer. Yeah.
So we're gonna do Hellmaster system on my 840. Also, we're gonna put a Recon new Simrad that's come out. So it's a trolling motor as well. So we're gonna do that at the front as well, and then.
So that'll connect to the Simrad, and you'll be able to plot.
Yeah, so we got you're getting heaps of secret here. So we're getting 3 screens at the front as well. do I use 3 screen? Probably
Yeah,
not.
well, you can put the cartoons on one for
Yeah,
the kids.
exactly. So if the fishing's a slow, if I'm going family trip, we can put Netflix, watch a movie at the front, watch sports if we're up there as well.
Up the wires.
Yeah. So we're gonna have Starlink put up there as well, and then just have the network there. So things like that. It's gonna be it's gonna be.
And I guess being bigger, you'll have a bit more cabin space, so you can do some overnights.
Yeah. So we're gonna have able to sleep four adults comfy. So we've got stretchers at the back, and we can have a closed mosquito net or cover at the back as well. So when we're in the islands or somewhere, Great Barrier Island
and over summer,
camp out there.
Comfy as that way, right? Yeah.
So we'll have a big space in the front and back.
Yeah, that's cool.
And a little bit different layout system than my 750, and bigger fuel tank, so we can go to 3 Kings and stay up there and do some big missions. Yeah.
That sounds like I bet you're frothing, mate.
I am. What I talk about, I'm like, where's my boat, Jonathan? He'll be watching this. Give him more pressure, but no, I've been up there back and forth, and we've been recording our journey as well, building this boat.
So there's going to be some content that comes out.
Yeah, man. We started off bare metal, where from Altus. So Altus is where they come in a big square metal, aluminium, and then they roll it out, and then make it into 8mm, and then laser cut everything, and
cool.
So we got it from start.
So offshore, they really are a bit of a premium option in your aluminium.
Yep, they are very premium offshore boats, custom boats as well. So you don't get a boat that what you get given. It's pretty much you can customize bits and pieces and where you want to put 3
screens,
and then team at the offshore. They're just real clever guys there, and then they can go, they will work, and then we can do this, and that's what the beauty thing about custom boats are.
And you got to rig it all for game.
Yep. So we're gonna rig it all up, and we got some pretty cool secret stuff that's we're gonna do here.
I'm digging now.
But once we get that set up going and test it out, I think it's gonna be cool. But I'm sure you'll see it in a few months.
Yeah. Look, I'm excited to
try to get your swordfish. Yeah.
Well, I think maybe we should maybe segue a little bit, because we sort of plan to talk a little bit about deep sea fishing.
Yep.
And that's sort of what sort of got you into that?
Deep drop fishing. I think I just went with a few of the mates that let's go deep drop fishing. I mean, I didn't know what we were going to catch, and then do some research on Hapuka or bass. And then I've started going just with a few mates, and then we'll catch lots of gym fish. Lots of different sharks, and then
ling or something like that.
Oh yeah, I've caught ling. They're actually quite good eating fish, apparently.
That's what most of the fish and chip shops serve up, right?
Yeah.
Between that and shark.
When I seen it, I was like, oh, what the heck is that thing? I threw it out, and then someone's like, no, that's good eating fish. So I was like, oh, okay, well, you can have it. I don't know, when it comes out, it looks like an alien, eh?
Yeah.
Well, all the deep drop fishing looks like alien with big eyes and, different looking than snappers, eh?
Yeah, so I think there's a bit of mystery to it, though, that keeps you going, right?
What good thing about deep drop is you don't know how big it's going to be. It could be like, it could be 10 kg Bluenose, or it could be 40 kg or 30 kg Bluenose, or it could be 60 kg bass, so you just don't know what's going to bite on that hook.
So there's a real kind of what's going to happen today type.
Yeah, and we did a lot of deep drop at 3 Kings as well, and Middlesex or Kingback, all those areas. We fished quite a bit, and then we got a spot that's just in our backyard catching just as good as
up there.
Then 3 King too.
Yeah.
Yes, 3 King's got more fish there, but up where we fish, there's some pretty cool fish there.
Yeah. So let's drop into that trip, because we originally when we planned to shoot this podcast nearly 2 months ago now, you rang me up and said, oh mate, tomorrow's looking like a 5-knot day.
It was 5-knot policy, eh?
And it's like, should we postpone the podcast and go fishing?
Yeah.
And good old Ruan just drops everything and says, let's go boys, and offers up the boat, and away we go. Yeah,
that was a good trip. Ruan got a really nice fish. I thought they had that fish that he got. What do you reckon? It was about 50, 60 kg.
I think it would have been over 60.
60,
I mean,
I
like
reckon
it
it
took
was a
3
big-
of us to get it into the boat,
Yeah.
and I'll put the photo into when we do this. But I mean, he's 6'2", and that fish is like,
Yeah.
he's not he's a big lad, you know.
Yeah. No, that was a good fish. They had like a puka
Like mouth.
mouth, but bass body. So I was talking to Ethan, and he reckons that they breed like that.
They crossbreed or something.
Yeah, or something like that, eh?
Interesting, eh?
But he said, yeah, he just laughed. He's like, oh, that's a puka bass or something like that. And well, yeah,
Big fish, anyways.
Yeah.
But I think let's look. We'll talk a little bit about we were pretty fortunate that day that the sort of slack tide period happened to line up with sort of the middle of the day, which
yeah,
for deep drop fishing, that slack tide is actually kind of a good thing because you don't want to be drifting too fast.
yeah. And I think they come out of the hole as well. Like I don't know if even the snappers, man. A lot of big snappers get caught on a slack tide.
Yeah.
I don't know if many people say that to you or not, but
Wayne said that on Tuesday. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, actually,
okay.
when we first got to the spot, it was
Yeah.
like slack tide, and he's like, "Oh yeah, good."
yeah. So I think similar thing with the deep drop too. And current side's always good. Lots of baits there as well.
Yeah.
Same thing with swordfish too.
But to be fair, it was when we got to that, it was pretty much from when we started dropping, and the bite actually got better throughout the day.
Yeah. I usually love 2 hours before the tides and 2 hours after.
Yeah.
That 4 hours fishing
Which
is.
in this day we happened to have that whole window by the time we sort of travelled.
Yeah.
Well, it's nearly a 3 hour steam.
Yeah, it's a long way out. No, maybe 5.
But it's do the miles, get the smiles, as they say.
Yeah, man, and good weather like that as well. It helps, eh?
Yeah.
And you got to get the weather right going out big missions like that because. Man, you don't want to get stuck out there when it's weather changes or it's meant to be getting better, but it doesn't. Like I think that time we went out,
that
that
way
was
back was pretty horrible.
Yeah, we thought it was going to get better, but it was just got worse. So.
And when you're offshore, it is that far offshore. Like it is a different ecosystem or climate to what you've got inshore, and it can change very quickly. And that swell starts to come through, and then you can't see anything anymore. Hey?
Yeah.
Have you ever had one of those days where everything went sideways? Maybe the weather turned, the fish weren't biting, or you spent half a day tying someone else back to the ramp. Well, that's what the Caught Bugger All Fishing Club is all about. Real yarns from fish shows who went out, gave it a crack, and came here with a story rather than a feed. Thanks to the crew at Globite, we're turning your rough day into a win. Send us your best Caught Bugger All yarn, a voice note or a selfie video under 2 minutes, and you'll get a shout out on the show. Each month, one unlucky legend will score a Globite cap and a lure to help turn the tide next time. With the deep drops, we obviously, like Rowan's boat has that big heavy transducer, and you played around with the settings a little bit.
Yeah, man. Yeah. The units that I use is Simrad. With at least you got to have 1 kilowatt transducer if you're fishing 300-400 meters, and you want to be able to know that's you're marking ground and fish and rocks and stuff like that. A lot of people say they can't mark. I always get a lot of people messaging me saying, "Oh, my transducer
Not marking anything. Yeah.
Not marking anything, and can you see what's going on?" And I go straight away, okay, turn your sounder on. What's your TVG setting at? And they all got
auto.
Height or 1. They use this, one's really good for top area. So I say, go down to TVG's 3, and then they will mark the bottom area better. Start like that, and then your ping speed, and also, if you got low chirp or high chirp, make sure you're setting the right chirp. If people don't have low chirp, you can go 200 hertz or 50 hertz just to mark at the bottom area. Make sure your settings all correct, and also transducer setting where it should be setting as well.
Water,
not too deep, not too high.
Yeah.
So it's got that fine balance, and then once you set up, and then good brands like Simrad, then you have no trouble marking fish.
Yeah. And then I suppose we should probably just talk through the rig and the setup that we're using for catching these fish.
Yeah. You can hand make rigs, 2 circle hooks, size 14, with a big heavy
400
sinker.
pound sort of thing as well.
Yeah, 400 pounds, 300 pound, like 300. I usually go start with 300 or 400, or 400, and then if the slow, I'll go 300. But I use precision, just pre-rig. Bit lazy, but I just buy the shaft and then
Yeah.
I don't even put lights on. And if they're biting,
They're biting.
Yeah, they're biting. But yeah, and then I had time where I put lights on, and then other rigs I don't have lights, and then without the lights, they were catching way more fish.
Yeah, okay.
So, I don't know. I think it's just
Some people swear by the lights too, don't they?
Yeah. And I think it does sometimes help when it's hard day, I guess. But they could, it's quite deep down there, so flashing light might, trigger some fish to come and bite it.
Yeah, and I guess are they fishing right time of the year? Right, there's a lot of factors. So it's but the best time for these deep species is the colder months.
Yeah, and like the time, like when it's winter and they're spawning, Bluenose is just on the bite then.
On the bite, hungry, and Bluenose is so yum.
Yeah, but I guess it's all year round, but you get hotter bite and more premium
quality.
Quality meat.
Nice big fish.
But yeah, size 14 hook. I love them.
And then obviously we're using the Tanacoms.
Yeah, so Tenacom, I have Tenacom 1000, which is the the older model electric reel, and then now they got 1200, 1200 Tenacom, the newer model. Use those. Seaborg as well. That's more like premium
heavy duty
stuff. Also, we've got that Sea Power 1200 as well. That's pretty good.
But that big fish that come up. Well, I guess let's talk about it first. Like we'd been dropping all day and pretty successfully. We'd filled a bit, we'd bagged out on bass. We'd had a good truckload of Bluenose come up, and that heck of a gemfish that we got right at the start of the day. I mean, that thing was a monster.
Yeah. How many? We got 1 or 2 gemfish. I think
just the one.
One,
but
and that was huge. I reckon that would have been a bigger gemfish than Ben Chisel, because he's got a world record of biggest gemfish. Yeah, but I didn't want to break his heart, so we,
didn't want to weigh it.
Yeah. No, you're probably watching it.
poor old Ben, if he got it, if he loses his record.
No, that was a big gemfish. That was the biggest gemfish I've seen.
Like I put it was bigger than my wheelbarrow.
Yeah. Well, biggest, puka or bass I've seen as well on that spot. So. Yeah, we put some good fish there.
It really sort of just changed the energy of the day too. Like we'd been dropping successfully, and we knew we'd got
and there was a last drop. We see it was the last drop, and then next thing you know, it was like Rowan's like, I got the rock. I'm like, no man, that's not the rock. I can see the rods going doing, and then like lines peeling out.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like he was on the bigger reel, the 1200, and like.
Yeah,
on the track, and this thing is just disrespecting it.
You can see the tail beat go. And then he's like trying to put on a rod. I'm like, no, get on.
You got to hold on to that.
And he's wedged it on there. And people say, like electric reel. A lot of Americans, it's cheating. Electric reel. But man, I started off with manual a lot of times.
400 meters, man.
And over the years you go there more and more and more, and you're going there to have fun, but also you're going there to catch feed when you're going a long way out
meat
there.
run, like we say.
And electric, once you go on the electric reel, getting those big fish will.
I guess we're doing a 5 hour, 6 hour steam.
Yeah.
There and back.
Yeah.
It's a lot of gas.
Yeah.
We make sure we've got enough people on the boat that we can take a decent quota.
Yep.
And it gets shared out and it gets eaten and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
But you want to maximise the amount of time you've got baits on the bottom.
Yeah.
And if you have a bad drift, you miss the rock or you miss the school.
Yeah.
And you catch a shark or a whatever, and you've got to spend another half an hour fighting to bring it up to let it go to start again.
Yeah.
That's where the electric reels really do.
Yeah.
But you certainly, you still feel it like he was.
Oh man! But when we fished though, I always, no rod holder policy, at the half of time, and then you had that feel of the fish.
Oh yeah.
And you get sore arms next day.
Yeah, we'll make sure we get some clips.
Yeah, we'll definitely.
Because we're sort of the last bait goes down, we both get bit.
Yeah.
And I had a Bluenose or something like that on there, and it was a good fish.
Yeah.
But he was just getting pulled over the side of the boat, eh? But he's swearing and carrying on. And
I got last week I went, I got about 40, 50 kg bass, same hole. So that was pretty good.
Man.
Yeah, we did really well that day too.
And so this fish is coming up, and we know it's a big one by now.
Yeah. we just like get off the rock. You know, it's the start when you got a big fish. What you want to do is just turn the head and just get off the
lifting the rod almost.
Yeah,
right?
and usually all the big ones you catch, you always lose sinker.
Yeah.
Because they go in the
Into
hole
the holes.
and then your sinker gets cut off, or they're already in the hole, and then you're like, you know, wedging, and then they come with a bit of scarred up because they've gone already into the rock, and then they came out.
So as it comes up, it sort of breaks the surface, and all four of us are just like, wow.
Big thing angling up, and it's just popped up on the.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And it was a huge fish, eh? Like three of us to get it in the boat, and
he
was done, eh?
Yeah, he was done. He's like, I'm glad that was the last fish, and then how's that at the boat ramp when the fisheries were waiting for us as well?
And she said, we've got a pretty big puka here. She says, oh yeah.
She tried to open the bag, and we opened it, eh? She's just like, oh.
I don't think she'd ever seen one like that, eh? So
we should add that clip in there too.
Yeah. It was so it was a pretty special day, really. And it's great to get, a bunch of meat and share it around, and we've been eating good, and I'm sure you've been eating good too.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And thing is, a lot of people don't know, I didn't eat fish back in the days. Yeah. And I just loved sharing with our community and mum's friends or dad's friends.
Yeah, over the fence to the neighbours and all that kind of.
Yeah, and I just love about that passion. And then I met Laura, my wife, and she started cooking some nice fish dish, and then I started eating a little bit by bit, and then now I'm like, I actually don't mind it,
Yeah.
And
I love it, man.
My favourite ones are, I guess, like probably tuna and Bluenose.
Yeah.
Bloody good fish.
That bluefin tuna is just magic, eh? Yeah. Joel gave me a piece the other week.
I
swapped them for a steak, and it was like, Yeah. But actually, I had a piece of bluefin. I didn't realise it was still in the freezer from a year ago. Yeah. But vac packed and it was still mint.
Yeah.
Still good.
Yeah. Some people say that as well. If you put on certain temperatures, and then vac seal it, and then...
Well, we did the right thing. As soon as we got it, we trunked it, packed it with ice, and it sat there and chilled right off before we broke it down. Yeah. And as soon as I got it home, I sort of field dress it just in Glad wrap and keep it on ice again. Yeah. And then I'm very, cut them, clean them, and into the backpacks, and minimal touches with the fingers and all that kind of thing. I wear gloves, you know. Yeah. And it just kept beautifully. Literally 12 months later, and it was still good, eh? Yeah.
Okay. See, I don't freeze my fish. You know why? Because that means I can't go fishing. my family loves deep drop fishing now. If I bring bass or puka or Bluenose, they love eating it. Same with my kids.
Yeah, awesome.
And now I'm like, we have to go get some more.
Well, that's only the second fishing trip for me in 5 months. Obviously, little baby, so we're really
game over.
Game's changed.
Game change.
But it's very, very sweet.
Yeah.
But luckily doing this project has given me something to stay amongst the fishing sort of scene, and I freaking love it, man. So had a laugh or maybe learn something? Flick us a follow. More epic yarns and definitely more chaos coming your way. So there's another species that you love to target that also lives in the deep.
Man. My favourite species is swordfish.
Yeah.
Yes. The reason why I like going sword fishing is either you catch or you don't, and you don't know how big they're going to be. It could be 80 kg, or it could be 200, it could be 300 kg. And they're the hardest fish to catch, I reckon.
Do you think that's because they're the hardest to find, or is it once you get them that they're...
No, finding is like not as hard. If you're in the right area, you know that you're going to catch one or two there. It's just fighting them. Is the hard. A lot of people just buckle up, man, and you probably seen Matt Watson, a lot of episodes.
On his videos,
So it's like first hour, you're still pumped drilling, and 2 hours, you're like, still, in there, and when the 3 hour kicks in and your starts fading, your adrenaline goes away and your body starts getting sore, and then 4 hours in, your back, your body, you feel it. And that's 100% true, because I see a lot of people that I put on swordfish, they just buckle up. But usually, average fight, I think it's 3 hours fight.
And you took Robbie.
Oh, GT.
GT Robbie.
Yeah.
Took him out for a sortie.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we dropped that fish. Joel was on on the reel that time, but yeah, we're out there and we're like, oh, let's go show, you know, Robbie swordfish. So yeah, because obviously, you know, he's from Rara, so he
they don't really get them there, right? But they get a lot of...
No, apparently they get swordfish, but we showed him the rig, what we do, and then he's got his new boat now, so he's going to give it a crack.
Give it a nudge,
there.
Oh, cool.
I think he said commercial fisherman caught swordfish over there. But anyway, yeah, so we went deep drop fishing and got him a, you know, Hapuka bass or Bluenose, and then straight after that we went sword fishing, and then it was a little bit slow, so we're like, oh, lunchtime, we'll cook some Korean barbecue.
Yes.
We had charcoal, like, I started putting the fire on, charcoal, and then just about to put my meat on, we see the rods going, doom, 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 doom. We're like, oh, no, there's a sword there. And sure enough, you know, the line was tight and the sword fishing. We're cooking Korean barbecue while we were fighting the swordfish.
Fighting on the rod.
Yeah. And then, hook rolled off, and then that was it. But that's fishing, you know. And we always mostly fight on circle hooks, so you can release them as well.
But you guys got one at the Kubota this year as well?
Yep. So yeah, we got a smaller one, Sam's first swordfish. There was like 50, 60 boats out there doing the same thing.
Dropping, right?
And it was just mean weather, and everyone's doing the same thing, sword fishing. And a lot of people do at Kubota downrigger sword fishing as well. So they actually got a downrigger with lure.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm supposed to say that because that might be a little bit...
Not supposed to do that.
You know, a few people's secret, but I'm here about, you know...
Yeah.
People catching fish or swordfish, you know.
Secrets,
yeah, well, I don't know. There's a lot of people at the start when I was learning game fishing. It felt like it was quite secretive.
Yeah.
And there was not many social media back then.
Well,
and,
like you say, people text the coordinates and don't. You know, they want. Yeah.
Yeah, but like even like rigs and all that stuff was quite quite secret. But I've learnt my sword rig from Tony Carpenter and Ben Brown when they did an episode, how to catch swordfish, and I sort of looked at their rig and tweaked it up, and and then dropped it down and caught a swordfish. So it's like, that was quite limited.
So what does your rig look like? How do you rig it up?
So we got a circle hook at the bottom,
like 14 bar as well.
Yeah, so 400 pound, and then we got it's quite a little bit hard to explain. We got a sinker that attached with our line. Yeah. And we've got like a bunch of small diamond lights. There's few ways of dropping sword bait down. One is, people do a breakaway with the weight. But I noticed with the breakaway, sometimes when you're so deep and you're trying to break it away, it doesn't break.
So you've got this piece of metal dangling there.
Yeah, so what we do is we got a D32 mil rebar, cut up to about this big, and it's about 2 kg.
Bend the hook over the end.
Weight, and then have a bend the hook, and then we put it on a hook. So when we drop it down, hits the ground, and the weight just rolls off. Yeah. And then we've got a line counter on our rod, and then bring it up to our bait line.
So you know your depth versus
so you know exactly where you're setting it up to. So if you're setting up to the exact bait line, that's where the...
And what's your favourite bait?
Squid, big squid.
Yeah, you buy those special ones,
Top Catch. Yeah. They actually sell some massive squid there. So we just rig it up, stitch it up, nicely, and then send that down. I've caught on cowies. I've caught on plenty on squid as well. But if you cut up swordfish like tummy, there's mainly full of squid or hoki there. Yeah. So
so when you drop down and you how do you know it's going to happen?
What, the sword?
Yeah.
Oh, you know. No. So when you got it down, so also a lot of our swordfish that we caught, it's within 10 minutes that we hook up.
Okay, so pretty much straight up. You've marked it.
Yeah, and usually when you sort of circle around the area, you sort of mark a big arch. And if we see that, we're like, oh man, they're here. And then when we're dropping it down, we drop it quite slow as well. And then I think just swordfish follows the bait.
Right, goose guarded all the way down.
Yeah. And I had so many times where I've brought it up and all our lights all smashed up because it's sword just hitting the lights. Yeah. So I reckon when they're at the bait, they usually come and suss it and they whack it. And then they drop and then they come and grab it. So like usually on the rod you see like this, and then big, and then some line just goes slack. So that's when you're like winding, it's still slack. So that's when the fish is already got the bait and coming up. And they usually always do a big jump at the start.
Yeah.
This is a daylight sword fishing too. You can do daylight or nighttime. But usually we'll go daytime. So they usually go do the jump and then...
straight back down again.
And then they go back down. But some people, like Luke Davies, mate, he just go over there and try to hold the leader. And
hang
get
on
the
tight.
tag on and hang on tight. Some people just love holding that fish at the start when they're green,
Yeah.
I try that. I'm like, oh, I don't know, man. Swords go. They try to actually kill you, swordfish.
Luke must spend a bit more time in the gym,
I don't know how he does it, He's a bloody goat, that boy. But watching other people's, set up, they do that. And a lot of people have their own different ways of rigging as well. And you look at their rigs.
Well, you sort of, first one was a bit of a guess, but once you've done it a few times, you start to go, oh, that didn't work, or this did work.
Yeah, and then a lot of baits come twisting up, and you're like, oh, why did it do that? Do I leave it for too long, or did I wind it too fast? There's always things where you're like, what can I do better for next time? And then same with currents, and same with reading the, how the sea's doing as well. That's quite important. We just, rather than just going the same spot, good weather, you sort of, more homework you do, you get better.
Yeah, well, so if someone's thinking about going out and prospecting for them, are there, bits of ground that you look for, or what's the, if you're looking at a chart, or if you're looking at,
so like a seamount, like a canyon, like where the dip, but drop off, those are the really good area where baits are stacking into that side. That's where I find like trenches are really good. There's a lot of trenches out in New Zealand.
I'm just thinking, if you go North Cape, there's sort of 2 or 3 right off there that I'm sure that those places will hold.
Yeah, and you look at the CMAP reveal.
They're incredible now.
Different technologies out there. You can see where the actual rocks are. You can even see if you zoom into the Haraki Gulf. You can actually see the anchor, big poor anchors where it's just been dragging on the sand.
Yeah,
that's how detailed it is. So things like those apps that you have, and you can sort of work.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've talked about this a few times, but I use Time Zero, the iPhone app, and it's incredible.
they're good.
Because I can be sitting there at night, and I can be like, oh yeah, look, there's some rocks at 120 meters. They're probably going to hold kingfish in the winter. I'll mark it. Yeah. And then if I'm in that area fishing in the winter, let's go and have a look at that rock. Yeah. So
and that's where a lot of our deep drop spots being found as well, just through that.
Same thing, and
then we mark it, or if we towing lures there, and then we see a rock there, I'm like, oh, it's the same rock that's there. Yeah. They're not always accurate, but a lot of time they are pretty accurate. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, man.
So that's the one that I haven't had a chance to catch yet.
Yeah, swordfish. It's like once you go on it, a lot of people were like, nah, you go, you grab the rod. Like Jonathan from Offshore, I'm like, you want to go? He's like, no, I'm not touching that. He's caught so many, he knows, he knows it. Yeah, he knows it.
Yeah, you're stepping up to the plate.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they actually like when you're fighting 2-3 hours and you think, oh, they're tired, and they go back down again, and you're like, oh man, this thing's got so much power. Yeah. And then they come up and jump, and then they're like, oh no, I'm done.
But it must feel, it must be a real, when you actually get it boat side and you either sink a gaff or sink a tag into it, it must be a real...
Yeah, and last swordfish we gaffed was that Bill, I think it was like last year, the oldest man to catch swordfish, standing up. There was another guy that caught big, swordfish sitting down on the chair, but Bill did it with standing up, and he caught a 170 something kg swordfish. He was 83 years old, man. Yeah. Circle hook, 3 hours, and he had about 20 kg pressure. 20 kg pressure on the
drag, just
and man, at the end I could sort of tell he's done, and luckily the swells come up, and he could winch it on, and then got it on. Nick Joan was there from New Zealand Fishing News as well. And it was a special moment.
That must have been pretty special for you as a skipper.
Oh man, hands down, like that was cool. Like cool to experience, and then putting in a swordfish as well, and it was cool. Really, really cool.
Yeah, it's wicked, mate. And hey, so what's we'll start to wrap, I guess, but what's the future for extreme fishing?
Extreme fishing, I still don't know, man. I'm still having fun with it. Where am I going to go with this? I don't know. I think I see myself like another 4 or 5 or more years, man. And I don't think people want to see older people, They're probably, new generation, new younger guys going to come out and do my things or do other new things, But I don't know. I'm still having lots of fun where I'm at here with extreme fishing and
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know I still run a flooring company as well.
Yeah.
So we got a
you got to work in between all of this kind of carry on.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we got a big installation team that we do flooring for North Shore and up north as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. Yeah, we do.
You got employees too, right?
My company is actually called Extreme Flooring.
Yeah.
That's how I came with extreme fishing. So yeah, that's my goal in building a
successful company.
That's what pays the gas,
And I guess that the family's growing too, so that's
yeah, and my family's because it's a lot of work, editing and going out fishing and making content and looking after my business as well. But the kids are getting older, and I want to spend a lot more time with the kids and.
They're going to get into sports or whatever it might be.
Yeah. Also, just when we're going out fishing and just putting that camera down and just enjoying that. That our lifestyle and actual, fishing and adventure.
Face to face,
yeah. So, not all about content, So I want to do a lot more of that.
This episode of Get the Net is brought to you by absolutely no one. But if you're a brand out there and you like what we're doing, you're keen to see us keep it rolling, slide into the DMs. We're keen to chat with good buggers like yourself that just love fishing.
And people that's starting out, social media page, just do it, man. And
that's actually a really, really good thing. I was going to say, like for someone who does want to sort of do this kind of stuff, what's the advice? Yeah.
My advice, just do it and don't think.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work, you try new things, right? So, and don't get so stuck and caught on it as well with social media. Have fun. Don't spend too much time on phone and social media.
And worrying about numbers and
followers
and
a lot of
likes.
people. I get so many people messaging me and going, "Oh, can you follow my page or can you do the shout out?" But I'm like, hey man, like, if you really want to create that engagement, you need to do it yourself.
You can't just steal it.
And no, I mean, like, it might help with like shout outs and stuff like that, but just build that, have fun and build that page. And then once, I'll check it as well. And then once you keep going with it, I'll plug it in.
Yeah.
No problem.
Cool.
I think that's, and I guess like, don't get caught up on it. That's the.
Yeah, I think, with this project here that I'm doing, Get the Net, I've, it's very hard. You want to see it grow and you want to, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, like you, I've got a job, I've got a family, I've got things that, but I think that's good. It's given me a bit of like, I'm not getting my head too much in it. You know? Obviously it's in it, but I'm not.
You're having fun as well, right?
Yeah.
And you got to have that passion, I guess. It's like me when I grew up my page, I didn't start with hundreds of, followers.
You started with one, right? Like you start with one.
So I think that's probably the advice that people starting up.
What do we got here?
Oh, mate. So we got a bait junkie here. It's new release. They call it as a Korean BBQ flavor.
Yeah.
So they designed, with Korean.
Made in the lab, I see.
Yeah, I actually made it in the lab, and I'm like, we dropped the Korean barbecue on the water, and the fish was eating it. So we're like, how are we going to create this?
Well, I actually fished with those on Tuesday.
They're good, eh?
So it was good fun, man. Yeah. And I think the biggest fish of the day came on that.
Oh, really?
And it was one of the earliest fish of the day. Might have been second, third fish on the boat.
Yeah.
So,
the morning and afternoon is really good.
Yeah.
With this color, bright color. They actually got like this green, red, white, and black. So it's like spring onion, pepper, salt, and chili.
Tasty.
Extra spice.
Tasty.
So yeah, they got 4 different shapes of bait junkie: jerk shed, grub, bigger ones, 4-inch, 7-inch, 5-inch.
Cool. Well, and it'll tie in really well. Obviously, the Little Masters launch next week.
Yep.
But we're going to do a bit of giveaway through the page. So we'll do a tag and win situation, I guess.
Man.
Yeah.
And, so we'll give away some bait junkie here. Let's give it away. So hopefully you guys will win it.
Hopefully someone can go out there and get a big snapper on them.
Yeah. Or maybe we'll do like a Korean BBQ giveaway on the boat.
Bit of Barbie, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to get the boat.
Like the other day, we had Korean BBQ while we were having lunch, and we're like casting the soft bait and catching snapper.
That's so cool, hey?
That was cool, man. Yeah.
Hey, a couple of quick questions to sort of wrap out. But for you, bait or lures?
Bait or lures? Lures.
Yeah. Active fishing, but more fun.
Yeah, I'm not in one place, stuck and anchored up, waiting for that bite time. I like to chase workups or go soft baiting and just checking.
Working active all the time.
Yeah, and find the fish and fish there. But I still love stray lining. I like doing that now and then.
And if you had to, one fishing rod and reel combo. And that was it for the rest of your life. What are you taking?
4,000 Saltiga. 25, 4,000, soft bait combo. We can probably show you there. 4,000, it's just, it's light. And it goes all the way around.
The light gear tackle is just taken over, isn't it?
Man. And you can catch carwai, you can catch snapper, you can even straight line all those. You can catch kingies on soft bait. Yeah.
Well, I've caught on 4,000. Yeah. And it's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Is there anyone in the fishing space that you sort of really look up to or have learned a lot from?
Yeah, there's so many people that I look up to, eh? I can name so many people, but I don't want to name,
Is there anyone who's been majorly influential on you or anything like that?
For me, just with the anglers, a lot of people might not know, but Tony Carpenter, Ben Brown, we got Luke Davies.
A lot of people know those guys, that's for sure.
There's so many other people that I look up to, and then they go, they fish hard, and they know what they're doing, and of course for them, they always learn from others as well. So it's just like me seeing, looking up to those guys. Some people might look up to me, think I'm the professional best fisherman, but I'm still learning, man. I wouldn't say I'm a professional. I'm still learning how people do.
And is there a species on your list that you're yet to tick off?
I want to catch black marlin.
Black marlin.
Black marlin, man, big black New Zealand marlin.
Great Barrier Reef, is that what you're...
No, in New Zealand. I want to catch it in
here?
New Zealand, because they usually are, big 300 kg marlin, over here. And they actually come to Mokuhinos.
Bay of Islands is...
Hen and chicks, you hear all the stories.
I heard of one at the Ahas.
Yeah, the mystery black marlin.
Mystery black marlin.
Who was that?
Roy from
Mark?
Fish and Tips mentioned it.
Yeah, Mark from Ultimate Charter. I think they've seen a few times.
Same. Yeah.
So and Tony, he's caught a few up in off beyond Murray Rock. So there's a few turn up here. Yeah.
And you've actually I just want to. There's something just popped into my brain that you guys went out over the Hokianga and you had school of marlin.
Yeah,
just
there wasn't actually Hokianga,
wasn't it?
No, we made it look like it was Hokianga. Best out the west. Nah, that was up in Raglan.
Okay.
Yeah, Raglan, man. I don't know if the Raglan boys will like me to talk too much about this, but let's do it. If you want to catch a marlin, straight marlin, go Raglan or Kawhia. Go Raglan or Kawhia if you want to catch straight marlin. Over there, they're just getting... I don't know if they've always been like that. What's been caught? Well, if you look at the stats, being caught,
150 or 60 something?
Marlin in one season. You know what I mean? So if you do the numbers, that's a lot of marlins that's been caught up there. Yeah. We've heard from Swinny. He said, there's a lot of marlin there turned up. And we're like, pack our gear and go down there. And sure enough, There was marlins everywhere. They were just feeding off the bait.
I mean, that footage you had from the drone was just
yeah,
ball up on this bait and
Yeah.
just 3 or 4 of them just smashing it. And
yeah.
like,
I was just like at the front giggling away. I'm like, man, this is mean shot. I just like, I don't know. I just like for that moment, I just love capturing that scene.
yeah,
And
yeah.
and
I mean, something like that, that's almost better than catching one.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
seeing them
yeah, I know.
in the
Yeah,
wild doing,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah, and we seen about, I don't know, 40 marlins that day.
Wow.
We caught 0 fish. But next day, because they were so focused on bait, they weren't really keen on the lures.
Yeah.
And I had to go back home, but Jonathan and Chris stayed behind, and they got live baits, and they caught 3.
Next day. Yeah.
Like, and that morning. So, but yeah, when I flew that drone, when I seen all those fish, marlin everywhere, I didn't know there was so many marlin. More I got up higher,
And what you
there was
saw.
like 12 marlins and one bait ball just feeding it away, and they were just on the bait for like 40
Just
minutes,
snacking away,
just
right?
picking.
Yeah.
Just they'll come in and pick, smack, and then one will get stunned, and they'll just come and feed off that, and just go back, and they all
Sounds
lit
nice.
blue. And I was like,
Yeah, that's pretty
that's
cool.
like a discovery stuff. Yeah.
That's oh well, look, it's probably a really cool note to end on, because it's by the time you get your boat, will be just
Yeah.
at the start of the
Straight into the game season.
Yeah.
And get some sword and scratch the boat up.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
Oh, beauty. Hey, look, mate. Firstly, we'll say thanks again to Daiwa for the use of the space.
Yep.
And thank you so much for making yourself available to me, and
No worries.
especially after my fuck up with the audio.
And it's my birthday too.
And it's his birthday,
Yeah,
so we are really, really, really thankful to have you come on and get the net and share your story, mate.
No, cheers for that. Thank you. And thank you for watching Get the Net.
Sweet. Hey, cheers for tuning in to Get the Net. If you want to see the show notes, which includes the recipes and the gear we've talked about today, head on over to the episode description on Spotify, and we'll catch you on the next one.